Tyler with Gaia Force Gaming, and I'm here to talk about Ultimate Cup. Saturday, the Core TCG Ultimate Cup. We played in it, we had a lot of fun, and we ended up coming top 32, 28th to be exact, and we played Purple Rush. So I'm going to talk about the deck list, the matchups, how the day went. Also in this event, Dan Vang came top 16 with a blue hybrid Ancient Garurumon build. So we're going to have that list. If it's not already up on YouTube, we're going to have that up here soon. This week's going to be a big week for deck lists, so stay tuned. I hope I say that in all the videos. Future Tyler, if you're editing this, please remind past Tyler to say that in the other videos. Alright, so, Purple Rush. We played for Demi-Marimon. Best egg in purple for this deck. You draw and discard. That's all you want to do in this deck, is draw cards and discard them. So that's their only egg. For rookies, played 3 Gazimons. Good to stop your opponent from gaining memory. It's really good against this deck. Lilith Loop decks, like blue, when they have certain cards going on. It's just really good to have some memory deniers. We'll play 2 Elecmons to kill our opponent's floodgates. It is also a rookie. You do want to open with a rookie if you can. It's pretty good. I'm glad that this card's been seeing a resurgence of play. And then, of course, the 4 Gabumon, because it's the one you want to see. You want to open Gabumon to get that draw 2 discard effect. Then, for our champions, of course, we played the 4 Scatter mode. It facilitates what we're trying to do to draw 3, discard 2. When it's in trash, you know, your regular Eismon come back. And it's just really strong. So we have our 4 Eismon. It's what makes the deck go. When you discard it, it comes back as long as you have this guy in the trash. So what's not to like? And then 3 Ginkakumon promotes. This is really strong. I was running 2 and just 1 and 1 of the other part of the package, but there were a lot of games where, like, when this came out, I needed to give it rush, and I couldn't pay the 3 for the Cerberusmon. So I like having this in hand more than trash until late game, honestly, for that reason. We have 4 Werewolf mode. When you play him, he pops a Cerberusmon, gives you 9 memory. That's why you don't like seeing floodgates. Speaking of Cerberusmon, you need 4 of them. And then I played the 1 of Lusamon Chaos mode. It came up a lot in my games. There were a lot of games where, like, blue would be going for games with the exact number of tamers they needed, and they hit a dead or alive in security. I got to bring this back and pop a tamer. And they thought they were safe because they had a floodgate, and I couldn't do the Cerberus shenanigans. So that was good to see. That was a lot of games kind of ended that way. We got 2 Nidhogg to gain memory when discarding 2 Mastamon. Mastamon facilitates just ending the game pretty quickly. It is the boss monster. I did in previous versions have a 1 of Anubis and a Labramon for 1 rookie. It was very high rolly, and it didn't really help with the brick situation because this deck can brick pretty hard, having only 9 rookies and a lot of just clunky cards if you don't see them in the right order. But you learn to play around that, and that's a big part of the deck, is learning kind of your biggest risk-reward plays and how to play into them. We have 2 Dead or Alive. That's the reason I put in Lusamon, was to justify in my head going up to 2 of these. Because I loved running 1 of these in, like, previous Loop decks and Mastamon Rush decks. I felt like this card was like such a security bomb that I wanted to run 2, but I didn't want my deck to feel clunky at 2. If it's only bringing this back, like, and they have a floodgate, it would feel so bad. So I wanted another thing that could pay off if they did have the memory blocker. So I added in the Lusamon in the second one. We have 2 win rates. It helps you get to Mastamon really cheap to help go for game for less memory than your opponent's expecting. That being said, there were also games where I went into, like, a Cerberus for free, or for 2 instead of 3 over this, to help get to game a little bit cheaper than they're expecting, so that does come up. 3 Deathclaw, phenomenal card. If your scatter mode doesn't die, you could pop it. If your Elecmon's on the board, you could pop 2 things usually. 4 Jackraid to gain some memory. It's just a very Most of the time you're getting 2 off this. Like, it's very swingy in your favor. And then the 1, Calling from Darkness, great card, helps you get back pieces, helps you kill something. Like, if you need to kill it, you got it. I like seeing this. And I played 4 Analog Youth. You need it. It helps the deck go. It helps gain a ton of memory, make some big plays off your Cerberusmon dying when it's on top of another creature, or Digimon, I should say. And then I played 1 of Matt, and I'm really glad I did. It came up a lot when it did come up. When it didn't come up, I didn't miss it. It's not, like, pivotal to the deck, but it does help facilitate game. It helps get pieces back. Starting with 3 memory, like, this biggest weakness for this deck was if your opponent was able to choke you every turn, and you didn't have the way to gain memory, or they had a floodgate. It was just really hard to get moving from that point, but this really, really helps with that. My matchups. I got my notebook here. Alright, write down all my matchups. Round 1, I played against Philip. He was playing a Bond of Bravery control list. He had a very interesting list. We've seen it around. I know Gage Swift has been playing it a lot and to pretty moderate success, so big shout outs to you. And it's a pretty good deck. It is scary. It's basically yellow hybrid control with the Bond of Bravery package. And with, like, sometimes with Dynaswan, you could just go into him for, like, nothing. Like, you go down to 0 so he survives, and then you gain the security back. Sorry, I stuttered there for a second. And it's just a really cool deck. I did end up getting it 2-0, and you know, it was a good set of games. I think this deck's just a little too fast for control decks. It has the potential to be, at least. Round 2, I played Justin. He was playing Bond of Friendship, blue hybrid, so I played back-to-back bonds. And his deck it had a very high ceiling. I think that deck has a higher ceiling than regular blue hybrid, but I don't think it's as consistent. I know he didn't see Matt at all for like 2 games, and that was like really rough. I ended up winning 2-1. Round 3, I played against Ezekiel. His Discord name was Hiroshi, and he was playing just standard yellow hybrid. Again, I think this deck is really fast for the control matchup, and it's just hard for them to get their bearings going. So I ended up getting that one 2-0. In round 4, I played Cody. I can't read your last name. I have terrible handwriting. I'm sorry. But I know you were Solo Mason on Discord. You were playing blue hybrid. We had a really good set of 3. It came down to 2-1 in my favor. And, yeah, I mean, the blue hybrid matchup with this is better than with Loop, and that's what made me play this over Loop, because I just really like the playstyle of purple. But Loop, I felt just hard loses to blue hybrid. It's just really hard to climb that mountain, and this has a better matchup because of how aggressive it can be. And it worked out, because, I mean, at this point I've played 2 blue hybrids in 4 rounds, and I've won both of them. In round 5, Core TCG and the evil executives at the top of their branches who control the pairing system, undoubtedly, they manually pair all of these. It takes a long time, but I know they do it because they put me against Dan Vang, the man, the myth, the legend, my friend, my lover, and you know, he gave me the good old Rochambeau on stream and beat me 2-0 with his ancient blue hybrid, which we will have a profile on the channel soon. Stay tuned. But yeah, I played Dan round 5. It was unfortunate, but at least I lost to a teammate. And then immediately after, I played against Carlos, and Carlos M, I just wrote down his name. He was playing Cherubi, and he got me 2-1. It was a pretty close set of 3. So I was feeling pretty low morale X2. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna finish it up. Like we're gonna do what we can. I tried to, you know, get out of that brain funk. And then I played against Brandon Lang, who was playing... Why can't I read what he was playing? Oh, it was the Mirror. I wrote Mirror instead of Purple Rush. So he was playing the Mirror, and I got that one 2-1. It was a good set of 3. In round 8, I played against Daniel Gray, who was playing Blue Hybrid. I did get that one 2-0. And in round 9, I played against Collard Green himself, and he plays in our events sometimes, and he does pretty well. He's a great player. He was playing Cherubi, and I did end up getting that 2-0 to finish the day. 7-2, ended 28th place with breakers, so pretty excited. I still got top 32. I got to play this deck that I have a lot of fun with. I really like this deck. I would have played this in all of the events, but I just wanted to play a different deck each time. I don't get to play very, very often, other than some late night play testing where I sacrifice sleep to play some games. And I just wanted to just have a BT07 experience with a bunch of different decks. So I played this on Saturday in Core. In Cartas, I did play Blue. If that video is not already up, I think that one should come up first. I ended up coming fourth with that. That was a lot of fun. It was a good experience for me. I do enjoy playing Blue. I'm not one of those people who's like, oh, I hate playing this deck, but I gotta. I have a lot of fun playing Blue. I think its playstyle is really cool. I like playing decks that are that consistent. It's almost too consistent. It's crazy. And then next weekend, I don't know what I'm going to play, but I do know I want to play a different deck. I was thinking about Shoutmon, but Wyatt leaked the list to the world, so it's not going to be cool or a surprise anymore, so thanks. Thanks, Wyatt. Way to stick to Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway, that's a shout-out to True Pain Gaming. He's my pupil in Shoutmon. I was going to win the whole event with Shoutmon, but now I can't because he made the video about how he would have won the whole event, but now he couldn't because he got Thanos snapped. This was Purple Rush. It's a lot of fun. You guys should try it out. I think the deck's really rewarding to play. It's really fun to play, and I like it a lot. You guys can join our Discord, play in our Monday night events. We have a lot of really cool events for some really cool prizing. Keep your eyes peeled for some new cool prizing. I keep saying that, but if you're in the Discord, you have seen a lot of updates or some stuff coming up. It's really exciting. I'm looking forward to next weekend's Ultimate Cup to see if I can get 3 top 32s, try and get closer to that playset of Pyodramons. If you think I could do it, let me know in the comments. If you think I can't, let me know in the comments. If you think I'm pretty, let me know in the comments. If you're still here, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.